Hey YouTube, bit of a different equipment update-ish. Most of this stuff is stuff I've had for a long time, but I haven't talked about it a lot, and that's how I listen to music via either in-ear monitors or headphones. I also have like speakers and stuff. Sadly, none of that is here, so you can't see it. And of course, these are tangled because that's just how the world works. My current in-ear monitors are these Canas Pro IEMs. They have a titanium casing. I have some nice foam tips on them. Just real nice, balanced in-ear monitors. In-ear monitors meaning basically earphone. Like these go in and they seal your ears. And man, they sound really, really good. And they work on the move. These tips are not ultra comfortable. They're better than the tips that came with them, but whatever. I need to find new ones because you can see they're getting kind of worn out. But these are a nice thing. I got these on Mass Drop, and I think they were $130, which is a pretty good price for a good IEM. You need a good IEM. There are lots of crappy earphones / IEMs out there that just don't sound very good, Bluetooth included. And these are just not that. They sound really good. And I probably could upgrade these at some point. Right now, they're good. They also have removable cable, so I can put on a cooler cable at some point if I want to. My headphones currently are Sennheiser HD 600s, which are kind of the gold standard for the mid-level headphone crowd. The current version of these that you can buy basically is on drop.com, or what used to be Mass Drop, the HD6XX, which is basically the same thing with black headband and stuff instead of this cool pebbled finish. These came out in, I think, the late 90s, early 2000s, something like that, so these kind of have a cooler, old school finish to them. These are an amazing open back headphone, meaning that the speakers are both facing you, your ears, and there's nothing except for this mesh on the outside, so all the sound also radiates out the side, and that also means any sound outside goes straight through this into your ear as well. So it can be a good thing and a bad thing. You can hear things going on outside, but also you can hear things going on outside. So if you have a loud computer or people near you, open back's not always the way to go. The problem is open back is kind of the best way to experience things in a headphone. It's just a much wider sound stage, just a great sound. And these are just really, really amazingly good headphones for kind of everything. Very detailed. They cover the whole sound spectrum. And how do I drive these? Because this is not something you just plug into your phone and go. Well, you use a good DAC / headphone amp. We're getting into the weeds here maybe for some of you. But in order to drive really high quality stuff like my IEMs or my headphones, you need one, a good digital to analog converter, which both of these have in them, of course, and probably a good headphone amp if you have bigger headphones like I do, as in harder to drive, not necessarily bigger. So these have a digital to analog converter, just like everything you've ever owned, like your Nintendo Switch, your phone, your laptop. Everything has a DAC, a DAC in it. But not all of them are created equal, and these have very high quality DACs built in, as well as higher quality headphone amplifiers that will output more power to good stuff, like the IEMs over here and my headphones over there. Sadly, both of these are dead. This is a AudioQuest Dragonfly, the very first version. I bought this probably 5 years ago, and I've used the crap out of it, and it is now dead. The soldering is broken somewhere, and it doesn't work. But you can still buy these for like $100. They are the best entry-level DAC / headphone amp that I think you can get. And it really does sound good. I have a replacement one of these for my wife. She uses it right now. And this is my Mica Origin, first generation Origin, which I got for my desktop setup because it has this awesome volume knob on the top that you can just, type, change your volume, turn it off, turn it on. It's also got preamp out, and it can drive 1/4 inch and 3.5 millimeter. It's got adjustable gain. Really nice. I love this thing, and now it's dead, of course, because the soldering broke on that. And now I literally can't use it. I'm sure I could get both of these fixed, but man, is it really worth it? Not sure. To replace that, I bought this really nice unit, and before anyone gets mad at me for pronouncing the name of this, here it is. It's a Shit Hell. Yes, that is the name of the company, and that is the model name of this gaming DAC amp. So yes, I'm not cussing on my channel because I don't really do that. That is the name of this thing. I'm not going to say it again. And this is a really, really nice kind of same form factor as my Origin DAC amp. I really wanted this because it has a nice giant volume knob on the top, and it outputs out of the front. Most DAC amps like in this size usually just have a front volume knob, and that's just annoying to get to. I really enjoy this. And this thing I've had for a few days now, and it just sounds really good. It's got adjustable gain. You can input other 3.5mm signals into it. It's got pre-out as well. It's got a power switch on the back. And man, these switches feel like amazing. I just want to play with them. It does take extra power to run. It's very powerful. It sounds really good. It's got a great volume knob. It also looks really cool. Anyway, this is how I listen to music. I suggest if you take music seriously, you don't need to spend like $2,000 on this stuff. Like these headphones plus this amp is around $400 all in. And you don't even need to buy all of it at once. You can buy them in stages. You can buy just some nice IEMs and run them off your laptop or whatever for a while before you get a Dragonfly to run that, and then you can get headphones later. This is stuff I've bought spaced out over years, and it has all lasted me forever. These I bought probably 4 or 5, 6 years ago now, and the owner before them probably had them for 10 years before that. They sound great. All I've done is replace the pads here, and I've also replaced the cable, and they have just been amazing headphones. Obviously, some DACs will die after a certain point if you bang them around and move too many times. Oh well. But that's a worthy investment if you want to listen to music at a high quality, which I suggest if you're actually into music. Don't just listen to music off of your phone with Bluetooth earphones, or off your phone speaker, off your laptop speakers or whatever. You need to listen at a higher quality in order to get that sound, or else honestly you're wasting your time listening to these recordings. That's all I got. Get some nice stuff. It's worth the investment. It'll last a long, long, long time, and you'll get your money's worth out of them. See ya.